Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's How to Survive Being an Empath. So, today's going to be the heavy one. Um, there's a lot of very bad, very dangerous things that happen to empaths, and um, empaths are unfortunately targets for every kind of abuse you can think of. And I'm sure your mind can take you to all those kinds of ways. Um, and it starts in childhood. So, and that will lead to trauma. So it, it just gets compounded and compounded. And the results of those things, we kind of know what can happen as a result of those things. So, how are you going to get through this? If you survived childhood and survived being a teenager, yeah, that's a whole different topic. Um, I was left with a lot of trauma, and I always knew I was different. I I've never quite felt human. There's just no other way to say that. I've never thought like other people, even from very, very, very young age. I have never been judgmental or racist. I just have always just seen people. So, as a result of me being who I am, of course, throw that into the position of being a kid and you're a magnet for every nasty person out there that just, wants to beat somebody else up for their own inadequacies. Well, you don't understand that as a child. So when you finally get out of that and you still have all of this stuff going on, depending on how bad the trauma is, it can, I've had a lot of conversations and, um, sessions with people, and I will never say anything specific about any kind of client. Um, but, there are always those topics there of anxiety, depression, um, mental illness brought on by trauma. And of course, those things can be avoided. And that's what I hope to do. I hope to just help people get an understanding of what is going on inside your head. So, to avoid all of these things, you have to confront them, first of all. That's the hardest part. And nobody tells you that, hey, you decided to finally leave whatever asshole situation you're in. Bravo, you got strength, you're gonna go. Yes. But nobody tells you when you get out of it, that's when the shit up here really fucking starts. Nobody tells you that. They're just like, oh yeah, they moved on and got rid of that icky person and woohoo. And it's like, no, it does not work like that. And as long as you have negative energy in your head, you're an even bigger attractant for even more negative energy. And you can put that in any context that you want, but you can look at it just through a human's life lens. If you hang out with a bunch of people that do meth every day, what kind of mindset's that going to put you in? What kind of people are you going to hang out with? What are you inviting into your life? It's the same thing with your energy, your mood, your chakras, all of that. So I do a lot of trauma healing and things like that through my Reiki sessions with clients. And um, And there's been a lot of, because I am psychic, there's been a lot of spirits that I've had to help that have, not made it through this life. And so those things are very sad. And I just want everybody to know that you always have a place to talk. It doesn't have to be with me. It doesn't, that's not what I'm saying. If you want a session and you want a reading, I can do those on Zoom. I can do those live right here in my, in my space, face to face. Um, and that is totally fine. But no matter what kind of help that you seek, please do so. I am not ever going to say that I am all knowing or whatever, because this works for me, it should work for you. And no, there is never one size fits all anything for life. I am just like, I help people, I guide people, and I can help and guide things from the other side as well. So the, there's also a lot of self blocking that goes on when you're an empath, and you've, you know, gone through these horrible situations with horrible people. And, let's face it, every horrible thing, no matter what it is the result of people. So, in some way, shape, or form, down the road somewhere, it's all come from humans in some way. So, empaths are also very, especially young, very young kids are very susceptible to like grooming, and those are kind of terms that are thrown around now. um, and they want to please people because they want to feel people be happy. They want to help people. Empaths have the biggest, hugest heart. And those are the kinds of things that you need to learn to juggle and balance in your life, no matter what zodiac sign you are. I'm a Libra, so my whole freaking life functions on balance. But no matter what you are, you have to find that balance. So, like me, for example, I did not, I knew that I liked to write. So I had always written things, but I did not know that I could actually write until I decided I was done with all these icky people, and I'm just going to go off on my own and discover myself because I just had enough. And it was just like decades of like, do I have tattooed on my head? Like, if you're a bastard, here I am. Like, that took a while. But once I got out on my own and literally dug into my own self discovery, I wrote 5 novels that I published, and I have various other ones in various states of finish. And then, because there will always be situations and things that, just drag you as an empath. So those things are always going to happen. So, my life journey continues, and there's sprinklings of other drama and horrible, terrible things. And then there was another, like, okay, nope, no more. And then I discovered I can draw and I can paint. And now my entire house is filled with my artwork. And, um, even my friends that I've known that are like trained in art are like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I don't know. It's because I never had any self discovery. So you have to be committed to that self discovery. And it is going to be traumatic, and you're going to be forced to look at things that you might not want to look at, and all of that. But that is the way to control what happens to you. And it is okay to say, this is my environment and this is the line, period. That is okay. Because if you have to fight and change and mold and shape and whatever to be with somebody, no matter what the relationship is, you don't mesh and you shouldn't be together, period. So, you know, it's taken me a while in life to just be like, I don't care. We don't mesh. I'm not even wasting my time with this. And you go over there and I'm gonna go over here, and then you surround yourself with the people that you do mesh with, no matter what relationship that is. So you have to have those boundaries, but you cannot have those boundaries if you do not know yourself. So, like I have always said, um, meditation is a really good way to start. Now, once you get into it, it's very important to just let your mind go where it's going to go. But any outside distractions, the stress, the whatevers that are going on, that stuff's not allowed in. Like you can literally just sit there and say, I cannot have whatever worry I'm having for such and such a time. Like it's still going to be there whenever you're done meditating. But at least this way you can get some clarity. So, borders, not walls. It sounds political. Um, but I'm saying have your borders, like this is me and I'm going to be me and this is not okay or this is okay or you're okay and you're not okay. But do not wall yourself off from people because as an empath, you are a healer, period. And the world needs you. So instead of us keep losing the people, the gentle souls that we need on this earth, you know, let's help each other. So you can message me. You can find me on Instagram at ravenwillow48, or you can email me at freedomforraven@gmail.com. And I'll type all the little deets in the description so you can look me up. And if anybody wants a reading, I'm always happy to do that. Just remember, you can show up and we can do it face to face, or I can do it on Zoom. I do only speak English, but I teach English for a living to people that don't speak English. So I can have a conversation with you if you do not speak very good English, but I cannot speak any other language. So I hope this helps. And everybody spread love and spread the hashtag I am human. Once again, that only means that you are beautiful no matter what form you come in, no matter what it is. We all need to unite and fill the world with more acceptance and love and less of, this war and rage and hate and anger. And I mean, good God, who the frick wants to live like that? So, anyway, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you guys soon.